Hello, I am EspressoCat, the EspressoCat here, and welcome back to Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. And yeah, here we are against Dr. Smert, or against Smart, you could say. And I would consider him about as good player as me, maybe even better. I lost him before, so... And this was actually a really good match, that's why I'm showing it. I did manage to take him out in the end, but we're pretty close, and in the beginning I believe he was almost about to take me out, so yeah, we'll see this match here. I think he's the British, can't really remember though. So yeah, this is sped up like 2.5 times. I'm sorry here, I'm trying to, and I kept track as well of the fights here. I moved the camera and such, but in the beginning here it's a little bit unsteady or whatever. I have even a longer match. It was more of a hassle. It was not that fun of a match. This match was way more fun. Since that match was more the opponent sitting in their base and just kiting or whatever, but I managed to take down that opponent. It will come up eventually, probably next week, so yeah, we will see. I'm not sure that we'll do that much of this content, or this. I'm thinking of doing scripted video, but I still haven't wrote all the full script to it because I wanted to just research everything. It's like a tier list on what's called trash units in Age of Empires 3. It's kind of maybe stupid because there aren't really the thing of trash units. I thought that anyway would be cool, at least like cheap units that just cost like food and wood, and see which civilization is the best civilization. I guess I'm just going to tier list the actually unit, but then I will say as well, because some civilizations has like many different units, and some civilization has like one unit just. That's the difference there. So we got them out 14, and also I'm not sure that will come up like one episode this, since I'm starting education course in gardening or whatever, so I don't think I'm going to have time to record that much, play that much. I know there is just free. I'm probably going to make update video as well, but I thought of just mention it here. If there's something that's going to probably on the EspressoCat probably going to disappear, I think it might be these videos. If I actually pre-recorded most of this, but still. So yeah, putting most of this on wood. And there are actually scouts around. I thought there was some food on the other side, but it actually wasn't. To the north there. So I actually moved them down here to get some wood here, putting out the torps. Or no, actually no, that's not the torp, arsenal wagon and barracks. I went with the builder. Unfortunately we're a little bit behind there, since I went for that, since that cost 900. And we will eventually, once we have first, oh no, Dominion is actually getting in there now. We'll be sending some wood as well. So there we get the Dominion, the torps in. Send it into all the coin mines here. And getting as well some Carillions out on the map, so we can defend fairly even here. Just a little bit up though. In score, not too much, like 500. And we will just go around with the village as well and building torps there. I'm building more Carolinians there as well. Taking in pretty good there with especially food. Just been a little bit, yeah, I've been army there for defense or whatever. And getting some more settlers as well. Unfortunately, it sends one woman that I see there. Doesn't really do anything, that's not great, but well. Now I move here to do something. Still building more torps, up to 120, I don't know how many torps there are. 8 torps maybe? And as well we build freaking what they call it, we build a trade post there, and then we get into battle here. I don't know why I don't move this right now to the scene where it's actually happened, but I believe we did not have that many units there, but you will see some more fights where I actually move the camera to the scene there. Getting more wood in here, since we want to eventually get in blueberries as well. And getting some armor upgrades there as well, getting some hussars also. Out on the field there. It is, as you can see, it's go way faster than usually would go. Also, that's why you see trickling in the wood and all that, and it's way more faster. So soon we up to full torp population here. We get the leather cannons as well, shipped from the home city there. Yeah, we even have actually, I think it was pretty good actually to have some trade post here. We got some extra experience from that to keep up with the British here. As you can see, fairly even as well, this score there, because the British, yeah, they build very many settlers, so we are always going to be behind the settlers, but hopefully it will help out with having a lot of torps. So as you can see, we're still having a lot of wood there. Not too many of gold, but still tickling in by the torps. Gathering the gold there. And now we're almost up to full. Getting the Carillion upgrades there from the arsenal. And some economic upgrades from the market. And there we're up to full torps. So I believe finally we'll send some blueberries here. Yeah, we're sending that now. So we'll just trickle in way more food and we will eventually be able to even go up there. As you see, the score is still pretty even. I guess we have about the same amount of unit and about the same economic side. He probably has more settlers, but I have torps that way up that. So here we're going, my first attack here. Sometimes I actually, which has been very annoying, just when I thought of attacking the opponents that has attacked me ways before. So here we managed to take down. I don't know why he makes spikes, but yeah, that's just weird. And then we get in a pretty good raid here. We eventually get down this barracks. I believe he's managed to actually defend this pretty well. He gets out militia there. Fortunately doesn't do that much. I believe he's eventually going to get some hussars here though, or actually some musketeers there. We managed to clean it up pretty good, but here comes a pikeman. We can though clear them out pretty easy with the cannons, but as you can see, we still lost a pretty big amount of mass, and he's still having a lot of unit there and taking down, or the grenadier doing a great job. Good choice there, because they are actually, if we don't come in combat fight, they're actually pretty good against smart. And we are aging up to age 4 here. But with we at least caused some havoc and got upon the scores. I'm just deciding here, no, you're not going to steal freaking coin from my silver mine here, which I think it is. So I'm a little bit annoyed, but I'd sent out some pikemen there so we can do some damage. And as well, I gotten up another town center on the other side of the map there, and as well building a forward base, so I don't have to go all over the map. As you can see, we're trickling, have a lot of food there as well. And the age advantage here against DoctorSmert or DoctorSmert, I don't know. A lot of hunts as well available there. Fortunately, I think, oh no, we actually have a lot of food there. And there you can see he actually has cavalry there, but we just want to build up a mass here. We don't want to go to attack really right now. Barracks and some stables there. I get kind of annoyed he's attacking me, so there we decide to just take out these grenadiers here, because we don't want him to take out barracks. I build some more settlers here to gather up some food, and then eventually as well we get artillery foundry to, there was the thing. We also needed some more cannons as well. As you can see, I'm up like 4,000, but it's still keeping up pretty good, even not being H5. I think it is mainly the economic side of things, since they can, like at 20 minutes, probably have like 70 villager, maybe even 80 villager, with all their manor houses. So they're totally different playing style between British and Sweden here. Still see some cavalry there, but I decided, this is not the time. He actually managed to get further nearer us there, but I decided I want to build up a mass here, so I don't go in and just get burned straight away. We have a lot of Carolinians there, but we don't have that many cavalry units. So I'm building some hussars and some hackapellas as well, but mainly we just want to get some more cannons as well, and as well send out some units. I believe they will eventually, he will eventually destroy this base, but I thought it was just good for a while, because he actually managed to do a pretty good counter attack or whatever after attacking here and take down all of that. But then I decided to just, in my base, build up more units, and then I counter attack or whatever, and then I managed to take, having a very big mass there, and then so we don't get that much gold, but I saw there was a coin mine here, so I sent some down there to collect some coins. But as you can see, a little bit lower on that, but we at least sending some, making more settlers here as well, so that's not too bad. Getting more cavalry here as well. Actually also, as you can see there, we are building some fishing boats. I always feel like, even if I did not went for my naval deck, I still feel like if there are a sea on the map, I still want to kind of take the chance and fish there. It's always good for the economic situation and control the water, even if Sweden maybe isn't the best naval, so it's just a smart thing if you have water on the map. And you don't have to be totally reliant on settlers. We have both settlers, torps, and fishing boats there. I can gather coin and food, so pretty nice there. And as you can see, a pretty well about 50 settlers and 50 fishing boats in total. But as you can see, yeah, it's still keeping up really good there. And sadly, cannons, of course, cost a lot of coin, or are pretty expensive as well. So it takes a while before we actually have the units or the amount of cannons we want to have there. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix the volume. I see it's a little bit peaking. That's why I'm trying to fix it right now. But I'm probably going to lower it down as usual. It's a pretty good mass there though. We are basically just waiting to get enough of cannons there. As you can see, I have a pretty good amount of a pretty large army there as well, but I don't want to go in just straight away. I want to actually make a good push there and manage to... He's actually gone before me, actually catching up pretty good there. Surprisingly, he hasn't aged up. I thought he would have aged up here. I guess I did just a very fast industrial. So that's a little bit surprising. It's more difficult to reach the 5th age because you need 4,000 gold and 4,000 food, so it's a little bit difficult to reach that age. But I believe I eventually reached it, since I just fighting away and all my units can just in peace gather all the resources they need. So it just trickles in there. And now I believe eventually, not too long here, we go for attack, because I feel like, yeah, this might slip me out of hands. And there you can see as well, I did not see that, but I knew that there probably were some units there. As usual, you can see the replay, you can see both players there. And now I decide to just go in here. And I see as well a lot of cavalry, lot of cannons as well, trying to pick off all the cavalry here so they can't come near my cannon. We managed to do this pretty good, and then we move up the Carolinians and do their charge attack. Unfortunately, it comes with some cavalry there, and managed to actually take out 2 or 3 of my cannons there. Fortunately, we lost most of our cavalry there, but we still can go forward here. Even if it doesn't have that many Carolinians, we managed to pick off that cannon though, pretty good there. And then we get some more cannons out of the field here. The only issue is I don't have that much to protect it, so yeah, here probably a big mistake as well. We managed at least to not lose that many. We get in the Hacapellas as well. Attack his stable here as well. Attack his other town center as well. As you can see, it trickled in surprisingly, but I'm still just keep building armies. Keep building Carolinians just to keep financing this war, and we don't want to like lose out of units. We want to still pressure him here, still have the amount of units. We see a lot of villagers as well, which I believe we try to pick up. His many fortunately here we lose a lot. Yeah, I believe I went too much on the freaking what to call it, buildings there. We age up though to age 5, so that's pretty good. He's aged up to age 4 now. But well, yeah, we did pretty good pressure there and we will lose that. For sure, we don't have that many units here, so he will counterattack us here, I believe, pretty sure, yeah. He is a bigger mass, so he just decide to... And I just decide once, like, oh well, we are probably going to lose this building, so it's not really a point of keeping that. As you can see, I built some farms as well, since most of this hunts has gone down. But I decided eventually I will not make any units, and instead I will make units in my regular base and then just make a greater mass. So I just decide to ditch this base or whatever, and as well move some of the settlers to the other place, since I'm like, it feels a waste just to make units if we can't really... It's just waste of money basically. So we just keep making units there and building as well some... It's not... estates there as well. So here everything goes down, so he gets a great counterattack here. But still up in score though, and I decide to move all my settlers so we don't lose any to my regular base here. And just making more amount of units here, getting up to like over 200, I believe, eventually. So that's pretty good, and I believe we even decided to kill off this pikemen here, since they weren't that useful actually. And was kind of overpopped there as well. Making a lot of units here, I believe as well. We are also trying to time it so we improve all the units as well to H5, the best unit we can have. So I think we mainly is leading because we are in H5 and having some better units. Probably don't really have the economic lead here. This is way... I actually surprised I made so many settlers and so many fishing boats, 60. That's probably a record for me. I probably don't usually make that many or that many villagers or settlers. That's the great thing about Sweden. The torps kind of helps up, and that's why I wouldn't be great with the British, because there you really have to make the villager to be able to boom or whatever. So yeah, get some hussars in here as well, some Carolinians. Mix up all the army. I believe I realized here, just like, oh well, I don't have that many cannons, so I probably need to delete some army, or yeah, delete this pikemen here. So I believe, yeah, the other match which I did, which you will see probably next week, was a pretty long... It was like it was over an hour in the game, but when I recorded it was like 2 hours, so I sped up that to like 42 minutes. So but yeah, it was more frustrating. This actually was fun. I thought that it wouldn't work since he had the walls and such, but he just had one part of wall there. So he's still building settlers there as well. Now I'm like, oops, I can't make more units. And I felt like, oh well, this is not a big enough mass. So here I'm like, how do we do it now? I want more cannons. So there we just pick off my pikemen, which I don't feel... They were mainly just there if I got the early raid against me. I have a lot of wood still. I probably should move some to gold, but as you can see there, we don't have that many gold mines on my side. There is one gold mine, so that's a little bit of issue here. I believe we have to trade a little bit from the market to keep up production here. Because as you can see, many of the torps now in the late game, they don't really gather anything there. We get some falconets as well up here. And get some upgrades. Oh yeah, but I guess we have the estates there. But I think they gather way slower than actually regular resources. We have 208 units now. Actually overpopped or whatever, but apparently we could do, I think it's just when you send in, I send in some cards from the hometown. I believe that's why I could overpop or whatever. Elsewhere you can't really do that. So now we don't make that many units, we just decide to wait here and upgrade everything to the best, to the 5th age, best imperial units. So we basically just waiting to have enough money to do that. It usually costs, so there we have Imperial Hussars upgrade. I don't know why I make a freaking ship, but I think I was thinking, well, yeah, I believe we will attack his villager here, but then we'll shoot down my ship anyway. I was like, well, maybe he has a dock and I can shoot that down, but he had not focused at the water whatsoever, and that might be the reason, one of the reasons why I won, because as you can see it's still very close there. So here we're just slowly waiting on getting enough. I believe it's 1,500 or whatever you need to get the peer upgrade. Here we go, and I see some villagers actually outside of the wall here. So I shoot them down. But he responds pretty fast here. So I don't even know if I even kill anyone here, right? Now he gets some rockets there and shooting them. If we would have had, and here we decide just, we have upgraded everything and we decide to just go in. I guess I managed pretty good as well to protect the cannons there. We have kind of a shield of both cavalry and infantry here, and we're trying to keep, as usual, the cannons as far away. They're trying to snipe down, they're trying to go behind their barriers. Oh, I know what you're doing, I know what you're trying to do there. They do take down one or two of the cannons. We get pretty fast in here in this base. There I actually make a mistake and move the cannons very high up there, but I actually managed to not lose that. Still have the cannons very low down there. Those cannons are very exposed, so we can take, we lose some, actually I do the same mistake there, but yeah, those cannons were very exposed, so we can actually, we have so many fully upgraded Carolinians here, so we can do the damage. And I guess somebody's raiding here. He wasn't prepared for this. You're making a lot of, here he runs away with his villager. Unfortunately, he's one of those players that play to the very end. So here I had to just run after them and kill them. So we decide to do it there. And just, as well, just destroy everything in his base. So, very nice there. Even if I had less resources, he had more resources. And he actually had better improvements. I guess I just shocked him with, yeah, villager. We sniped down a lot of villager there, and I believe our military units was just way better as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good tea and a good coffee day, and I see you soon again. So